I want to say the way to keep yourself from being predictable is if you see that an option that you consistently keep on going for is not working, try something new. I feel like a lot of people like tend to autopilot a little bit. They'll be like, oh, I really want to get my win tool, my win move on this person. But if your win tool is not working, you're going to need another tool. So it's just like you want to adapt, you want to adjust, you want to like make sure you're looking for a new like key to the problem.
Jumping a lot, moving forward, back a lot. Never have a consistent nair attack or dash attack. The things that players expect the most. You got them in your mind and you just fake them.
Like I said, I teach Smash. I'm someone that's played Smash competitively for 14 years. I've been teaching players for over 10 years. Basically, there's a concept called mental stack, which is just basically the amount of information someone's able to hold in their brain at once. And basically, since people have limited mental stack, you want to incorporate and rotate a number of options that are impossible for someone to comprehend at once. So, like, I don't know exactly how it works, but like people are able to conceptualize objects in their head, like memorize. So, like, what's the maximum number of like? Imagine like a sided object, like let's say like a triangle. Okay, you can imagine that. Okay, a square, you can imagine that. Let's go to a pentagram, you can do that. But like you get to like a 10-sided object. Imagine holding a 10-sided object in your head. Suddenly it's harder.
I would say, if anything, what you want to do is be the person that dictates the pace. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being predictable as long as you're winning, as long as you're the one that's setting the tone and being able to get what you want out of things. We know constantly that, let's say the Patrick Mahomes, for example, Super Bowl winning quarterback, we know he's going to run to the right. It's not about being predictable. It's about executing well. And if you execute so well, it doesn't matter if people can see it coming. They aren't going to be able to do a damn thing to stop you.
But the point is, that's mental stack. There's a limit to how much information you can keep. So it's like, you take any situation in the game, and it's like, okay, I might do this, one thing. I might do this, two things. I might do this, three things. Once you start hitting 3, 4 things, people have to start predicting you. It's just impossible to like keep those things in your head and also react at the same time. And there's another concept, it's called Hicks' Law. I use it to teach people as well. Hicks' Law just explains the way human reaction time works. And basically, the more options someone considers at once, the slower they react. So basically, like, that's what mental stack is, where it's like the more things you try to combine at once.
You're exhausting them mentally, so that way.
Exactly. So people
you also don't. You yourself as a player don't have to worry about, their options because you're already mentally overloading them. Therefore, you have a much easier time.
Exactly. So the idea is, if you put enough options in your opponent's head, they have to guess. And then you just make sure you rotate those things intelligently. And that's basically how you avoid getting predictable, because it's impossible. Nobody can remember everything at once.